Welcome back to your science class. In the previous video, I explained about the human skeleton and the functions of skeleton. But how do we know that this is the shape of the human skeleton, or how do we know the shapes of different bones? We can have some idea about the shape and number of bones by looking at an X-ray image of the human body. Okay. Maybe sometimes someone in your family must have taken an X-ray of any part of the body. Okay, sometimes when we are hurt or we have met with an accident, doctor uses these X-ray images to find out about any injuries which might have happened to the bones. If there is a fracture in the bone, okay, or if there is a hairline crack in the bone, so the doctor looks at this X-ray image and the doctor tells you whether there is a fracture or a hairline crack in your bone. Okay, so in X-ray you cannot see any other part of the body. An X-ray image shows only the bones and the teeth of your body. Okay, clear children? It will not show any other part of the body. You can see only the bones and the teeth. Okay, so this is what an X-ray image looks like. Now if you look at your fingers, or if you look at your fingers, okay, the bones of a hand are somewhat like this. See, if you look at your fingers, how many parts you can see? You can see there are 3 partitions, isn't it? You can very clearly see there are 3 partitions. So see, in this, what happens? There are 3 bones here. From here to here there is 1 bone, then the second bone, and then there is the third bone. Okay, so the same thing you can see here also. See, 1, 2, 3. This is the part of the palm. Okay, and then in the same way your wrists also, they are also flexible. Okay, why all these are flexible? I explained you in the previous video that there are joints here. Okay, there are joints also, and now we will study further that there are cartilages between these. Okay, which helps in the movement. Okay, that is why, see, you can fold your fingers, isn't it? We can fold your fingers, you can rotate your wrist like this. Okay, so why? Because there are joints in between and there are cartilages present. That is why we can move it. What would have happened if there was only one bone? What would have happened? That means if there was one bone, the movement is not at all possible. Clear children? Wherever there is one bone, there will be no movement possible in that part of the body. Clear? So that is why we have got very small bones, and at every joint there are joints and there are cartilages present. Okay. Then we come to the rib cage. The rib cage, you all know that it is the chest. It is present at the chest. Okay, and this continues till the back also. Okay, now how many bones are there? Bones of the chest in the rib cage consists of 12 pairs of bones. Okay, and all these are attached to the sternum. This flat bone, this is called as the sternum. Okay, so these are attached to the sternum. So in your rib cage there are total 12 pairs of bones are present in your rib cage. Clear children? And what is the rib cage? The chest bone and the backbone together forms a box. You can see here in the figure. Okay, this is your chest bone. Okay, and at the back you can see the backbone. Okay, so the chest bone and the backbone together forms a box kind of structure, and this is called as the rib cage. And what is the function of the rib cage? The rib cage protects some of the internal parts of our body. For example, that is the heart and the lungs. Okay, the heart and the lungs are protected by the rib cage. Then next we come to the backbone. Just now I told you about the backbone. The backbone, again children, you can see that the backbone does not have one single bone. The backbone is made up of very small hollow bones. Okay, there are many bones present in the backbone. Okay, now you have to find out how many bones are present in the backbone. This is homework for you. You will find out, okay, how many bones are there in the backbone. Now this backbone, these, as I told you, these are made up of small bones. As you can see here in the figure, see, these all bones are attached one on top of other like this, and they are hollow. One bone, then the second bone, then the third bone. Okay, so here in the same way, all these bones are one on top of other, and this is a hollow structure, and between this passes our spinal cord. Okay, spinal cord, which is attached to the brain. Okay, and these different small bones, these are called as the vertebrae. Okay, one single bone is called as the vertebra, vertebra, and when you talk about all these bones, that is called as vertebrae. That is the plural. Okay, so these, our backbone is made up of vertebrae. Okay, that is why our backbone is also called as vertebral column. Okay, what is the other name of backbone? It is also called as the vertebral column. Why? Because it is made up of different small bones, hollow bones, which are called as the vertebrae. So here also, as I told you in the beginning, see children, if this vertebrae, that there are so many vertebrae together, isn't it, making our backbone. What would have happened if this was made up of one single bone? As I told you, the movement would not have been possible. You would not be able to bend your back. Now, see, now you all know that you can very easily bend down. You can touch your feet, you can touch your knees with your hands, and you can bend down. How is it possible? It is possible because our backbone is made up of different bones, okay, which are joined together. So this is your backbone. Then we come to the shoulder bones. If you touch your shoulder, you will see that there are two bones standing at the shoulder. Okay, here, see. So, and this is called as the shoulder bone. And then you have got the pelvic bone. Where is your pelvic bone? The pelvic bone is present below the stomach. Okay, the portion on which you sit. Okay, that part is called as the pelvic bone. That is below the stomach, the part on which you sit. That is the pelvic bone. Then about the skull, I already told you that the skull is made up of many bones joined together. And what does the skull enclose? The skull encloses a very important part of the body, that is our brain. And in the previous video, I also told you that the skull contains what kind of joint? It contains the fixed joint. That is why your skull is not movable. It cannot be moved. Okay. So now we have discussed about bones and joints of our skeleton. Now there are some additional part of the skeleton which are not hard as the bones and which can be very easily bent. What are they called? They are called as the cartilages. Okay. Cartilages can be easily bent. See children, I told you that in the beginning itself that you cannot bend wherever there are joints. Okay, wherever there are joints you can bend. Okay, here there is a joint, you can bend. Here there is a joint, you can bend. Okay, but where there is no joint, at that portion you cannot bend. But that is not the case with the cartilages. Cartilages can be easily bent. Okay, for example, your ear. You all know your ear. If you hold your ear, you can very easily bend your ear, isn't it? So your ear lobe, you can find that it contains the cartilages. In the same way, cartilages are present in your nose also. Okay, so and also cartilages is also found in the joints of the body. Okay, just now I told you now when I was explaining you about the hands, I told you there are cartilages everywhere. There are cartilages present. See here between your bones of the hand, whether there is bones of the legs, even in your vertebral column also, after every bone there are cartilages are present. Okay, so cartilages are very, very soft tissues. Okay, and it is because, and what does the cartilage do? See, if there are two bones, okay, joining, it's for example there are two bones joining. Okay, so at every bone there is a cartilage, just like a cushion. Okay, it will cushion like this. It acts as a cushion. Okay, so what does the cartilage do? The cartilages does not allow two bones to rub together. क्या होगा व्हेन, जब रब होगा तो जब आपस में बोन्स आपस में रब होंगे तो क्या होगा, धीरे धीरे बोन्स जो है घिस जाएंगे. ओके, सो द जॉइंट्स एंड द कार्टिलेजेस विच आर प्रेजेंट अराउंड द बोन. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज योर बोन. आई एम टेलिंग यू फॉर एग्जाम्पल ओनली. अगर ये बोन है तो देर इज अ कार्टिलेज प्रेजेंट हियर. सो after every joint there is a cartilage which acts as a cushion. Okay, so it protects our all the bones. So cartilages are present in our ears. Okay, it is present in our nose, and also it is found in every joints of the body. Clear, children? So now I have explained you about the skeleton, that the skeleton is made up of many bones, joints and cartilages. The rest we will continue in our next video. Thank you, children.